Hey guys, welcome back to 5-0-100-0.com. I am Fugget, and that stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. And I have one thing to say. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, even if it's 10 years later. Men's Health. Okay, here's what I'm talking about, right? Let's go back in the way back machine, way back in the day to 2008, okay? I wrote a book called Metacardio, Metabolic Interval Training, okay? And in this book, what I did was I had a revolutionary concept that was not being done. It wasn't being marketed. It wasn't doing anything, right? It was my baby. That was my baby. It was taking a treadmill and bringing over weights, medicine balls, things of that nature, some bands over near the treadmill. So working in a gym, I had all this stuff over by the treadmills and people lost their minds. What are you doing? You can't have weights in the cardio area. Cardio area is for cardio and weights are for lifting weights in that area, right? Blah, blah, blah. And it was a huge ruckus. And this is a good lesson for you guys that, you have some crazy ideas, right? And things that go against the grain. Whenever you're doing something, okay? And I know there's a fine line between you're a maniacal, genius and you're just an idiot. There's a fine line, okay? And sometimes you don't know where the line is when you cross it. But this is an example when I crossed that line, all right? So let me just give you the story, and hopefully it serves as an encouragement or maybe as a warning. Well, for some of you and your ideas, like, share, subscribe, send me your ideas, all right? Not that I know, but I'll give you my honest thoughts on it, okay? Because when you hear this story about Men's Health, blatantly ripping off this program from me. I shouldn't say blatantly ripping it off. Copycatting. And I don't have any ill will. I think it's very flattering. And but it should be known. I don't want anything from Men's Health. And I'm not upset about it, to be completely honest with you. Nothing else had validated that I'm the man and my shit is awesome. So you'll see the story unfold here. This might be multiple part, I don't know. But I'm just going to shoot from the hip, baby. All right. So 2008, I come up with this program. And actually, truth be told, it was actually 2007 when I started doing this as kind of like, I wanted to test this out and see how it worked, okay? So if you remember anything about 2008, now we're in Michigan, right? The Motor City. And there was this, huge decline in automotive. We thought the big three were all going to go under. So working as a trainer and selling, time for money and having a client base of 1 hour sessions, I thought, oh my God, if the Motor City goes down, all the suppliers around here and, most of my clientele are somehow tied to the automotive industry. I was freaking out. Like, well, what am I going to do? Because this is, expendable income for people. And so I started shortening up my workouts and at a reduced rate. So instead of going for an hour, you could do 30-minute sessions with me. And I thought, okay, well, how am I going to get an hour's worth of work out of a 30-minute session? And so I came up with a concept that blended cardio and weights in one, so that people could get their endurance work, they can get their strength work. And most people that I was servicing wanted fat loss. They wanted to lose body weight. They wanted to lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever it was. Most of them were not looking for physique enhancement, so to speak. So I started doing 1 minute on the treadmill, come down and do 1 minute of a strength workout. And we try to hit the whole body in 30 minutes, okay? So, and focus on the body parts that they felt were their stubborn areas, right? So I started doing this, and all of a sudden, from management, you can't bring the weights over by the cardio machine. People are complaining. Like, well, it's because they don't understand what I'm doing. And I kept doing it, right? As soon as you tell me I can't do something, I could be a stubborn old mule, right? And I just said, no, I'm going to do it anyway. So I'd sneak stuff over there, do that with my clients, and keep going, keep going. So I had a couple high-profile clients that tried it and liked it. And all of a sudden, because these celebrities like doing it and they put their little, stamp on it, like, why can't he do that? All of a sudden, management lets me bring weights and medicine balls and everything, and they actually set up a specific area of the cardio area for me to perform this. So it's almost like this roped off red carpet thing where, I almost felt like at times I would need a bouncer there so that people wouldn't come over, and you needed special VIP invites to get there. So I'm maybe exaggerating that a bit, but that was my little inside joke, because people wanting to know what was going on and then be a part of it, right? So, I'm doing this program, and I thought, you know what? I've already written a few books. Why not write an exercise book on, this topic and everything? So I knew the research that I had done, and that's another thing is, Men's Health used the same research I did, which is pretty funny. So, I knew my stuff with this, and I knew the kind of results I was getting with people. I, in fact, got to use that my metacardio program once I wrote the book. Boom, metacardio, boom, boom, boom. And there's the other amazing titles that I wrote. Some of them only, up till '08 at least. And, I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write a book about this. So I came up with 100 exercises that people could do with minimal equipment. So it could be a home workout using dumbbells, medicine balls, bands, whatever they had available, just body weight as well. And came up with over 100 workouts using over 100 different exercises. So it was pretty meaty. There's a lot in there, right? And so I self-published the book so that I've went with traditional publishers, and I went with self-publishing, and I've talked about that before, and how to publish your content or creating a product material on this channel. So I just like the profit margins on the self-publishing, plus you don't have to keep inventory unless you want to, and you can sell it yourself. You could sell it via their sites, and then it's where they just basically print on demand, meaning that if someone orders your book, boom, they print it, ship it, and you just wait for royalty checks every quarter, right? So it sold well for probably 4 or 5 years, but like any book, it hits its peaks, especially fitness books, because there's always more content coming to the arena. And so the book did very well. I got to, in fact, to have the books on the ranch of The Biggest Loser, which at the time was a huge, huge show. It was the biggest weight loss type genre show in the world. And Jillian Michaels, Bob Harper, they were considered the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I got to work with some of their contestants, help them lose weight, and almost win the whole show. So I know my stuff works. It's been validated. You can look up press clippings and things of that nature where it was featured and talked about how it was on The Biggest Loser and all of that. And so I ended up with a good working relationship with the show, which in turn led to my MTV series, I Used to Be Fat, that we filmed seasons for, and a couple of them aired in syndication as well. So anyways, it went really well. I also started doing boot camp style workouts in a giant gymnastics room that wasn't being used most of the day. So I convinced management then too to give me the opportunity to sink or swim and create a program that bumped my income, my annual income, up by about 50%, which is a huge. I gave myself a raise by busting my ass. Okay, nothing was handed. I just took all the risk, and it worked out. And they took the risk of actually giving me the space, but it wasn't being used anyway, so I took advantage of the real estate, and it was a win-win for everybody. So anyways, fast forward, okay, to 2018, and I'm getting this these news stories. Oh, Men's Health releases metacardio, burn fat, and shred muscle, blah blah blah. Well, wait a minute. So I click on this article, and new year, new workout, this and that. And so I'm looking over this, and like, this is the same damn program, my metacardio. They got the name, they have, and here's the thing. I'm not going to go and try to sue a Men's Health and let things get tied up in court and have all kinds of, legal bills and whatnot. And because the truth is, I wasn't, it had already kind of, what do they say, jumped the shark. So it was already like being done in different forms in different areas. Like, for instance, Orange Theory, which created a program that has you doing cardio and strength, and so in a lot of different forms. So it's not like someone can have the rights to the squat and no one can ever do a squat again. It was a concept that I simply marketed as metacardio. So Men's Health and the director in the fitness department of Men's Health, BJ Gador, which created a lot of boot camp type of music when he had a relationship with this DJ, and they did very well. And I purchased a lot of their material because I thought it was just great stuff, and I like BJ. I think that he's a really inspiring, motivational, walk the walk trainer. But I'm sitting here watching this with Men's Health, and I'm just laughing. And I was like, yeah. 10 years later, though, they're putting out this program, and I thought, wow, okay, to me that was flattering. They use the same research, same concepts, a slightly different spin, but if you look at them side by side, you'll see it's the same thing. So to Men's Health, you're welcome for that. I waited here till 2019 to make the video because I didn't really know how I wanted to talk about it. But I just thought, now's as good a time as any. And yeah, so that was my stuff. And you should buy metacardio on Amazon, okay? And you can tell me, let me know what you think. And if you have any problems finding it, let me know. Send me a message, and I'll help you out with that. But yeah, so it was flattering. So you're welcome again, Men's Health. Hope you guys liked the video. Like, share, subscribe. I will tag Men's Health in this. Let them know that I know. I want them to know and make sure they know that she was mine before she was yours. So they're enjoying sloppy seconds. It's all in fun. No ill will, but I just like to make people aware of the truth, and that was my baby, and I had to fight the power and fight tradition and fight, all of that, where most people just didn't understand it. So sometimes you got to blaze your own trail, and if you could find the trail to blaze and you're willing to dig in deep, it can pay off for you. So it paid off for me. I enjoyed the success I had with that, and it might get a resurgence. Maybe in 10 years I'll re-release it, right? The grandpa style metacardio. So guys, have a great day. And again, you could send me a check, Men's Health, if you'd like, but I'm not going to be sitting by the mailbox waiting for it. All right, guys, take care. Bye.